Today we're going to talk about a extremely important topic, but for some reason a lot of people are overseeing it and kind of putting it under the rug and avoiding talking about it. But I think it's one of the most important topics we can talk about.
You're listening to the Stay Sore Podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stay Sore Podcast. I'm your host, Bo Skitsko, and today we're going to talk about food additives, artificial colors, preservatives, sweeteners, and all kinds of stuff. I have about 20 windows in my browser open right now. I have so many notes, and I honestly am slightly overwhelmed, a little angry. And when I talk about these kinds of topics, they're quite difficult. They're difficult, and people don't want to know about it because that forces people to take action or responsibility. Your longevity, your quality of life depends on your actions. Nobody cares about them as much as you should. So let's get started. Let's take a regular bottle of water, and I'm covering the brand of this, yes, but it doesn't matter. It's a popular brand of bottled water. What do you think? What do you drink when you drink this? Do you drink water? Let's read the ingredient list. Purified water, potassium bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate, calcium citrate, sodium chloride, and magnesium oxide. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying this is the laboratory that you drink when you're just thinking that you drink water. You need to read the ingredients of the items that you consume because those make up everything in your life, from your body to your thoughts in your brain, because your thoughts are created out of the neurotransmitters going between your brain cells and creating thought, emotion, feeling. So let's think about food additives. Now there's the ones that we all know about. You shouldn't eat aspartame, it's horrible for you. You shouldn't eat MSG, which is monosodium glutamate that makes you addicted to food, gives you stomach aches. Sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate is what they use in processed meats to preserve the meat so it doesn't go bad in 2-3 days and can stay on the shelf for months and months. So you could say, how am I supposed to know all these fancy words? What is even sodium nitrate? Well, I'm going to say is number one, you have the ownership over your own health. You could not care, or you could actually care and do something about it. And nowadays, you have your phone with you. You could ask Siri, you could ask Alexa. In my case, I'm going to ask Google. So let's find out. Hey, Google, what are the side effects of sodium nitrate?
Here's a summary from drugs.com. What are some other side effects of sodium nitrite? Dizziness, flushing, headache, upset stomach or throwing up, belly pain, bad taste in your mouth, anxiety, sweating a lot, and more.
If you need to eat meat, if you want to eat meat, fresh meats over your processed lunch meat and stuff, right? So those are the things we know. But it goes even deeper. For example, trans fat. Partially or fully hydrogenated vegetable oil, there was a consensus that it is bad. It's horrible for you. It gives you high cholesterol, coronary artery disease, and so many more problems with it. But it makes food for the producer, for the factories, it makes food cheaper and it gives the shelf life much, much more time to sell it, right? So the FDA got pretty sneaky, and that's where problems come in. They understood that it is bad, so they allowed companies to do the following. You, as a company, as a food producer, are literally allowed to not put it on the ingredient list if it's less than half a gram per serving. Meaning, if it's 0.49 grams, under half, you don't even have to put it on the ingredients list. That's how sneaky the FDA got. Companies can get away with having, instead of one big portion or serving, many, many small servings in a product. And each serving, if it has under half a gram, you don't even have to put it on the ingredients list. So just make it a lot of small servings and you're good. So what people are going to have side effects from it? So what people are going to have cholesterol or coronary artery disease, which is the leading cause of death in the US, above the thing that everyone is afraid of right now. So let's go to a list of artificial colorings, and I think that's the most important part about today's topic. And one thing you need to know, artificial colors, almost all of them are made out of petroleum, which by itself is a carcinogen, which means it's cancer causing. That's literally the definition. So the second most leading cause of death in the US, despite all this pandemic stuff, is still cancer. So let's read this list. And while we read this list, I want you to keep something in mind. For whatever reason, a lot of these are banned in other countries, in Europe, some in Canada and other countries. And most of them have to have a warning sign on the food label. Just like cigarettes here in the US, on the food itself, it has to say in other countries that it can cause cancer or can cause developmental issues in children and stuff like that. But somehow it doesn't have to say it here. So before we start this, I want you to read with me a little outtake from an article. Yellow 5, red 40, and 6 other dyes used to enhance products from Fruit Loops to Nutri-Grain cereal bars are called, quote-unquote, the rainbow of risk by the Center of Science in the Public Interest. They are banned in Norway, Finland, France, Austria, the UK, and then it keeps going on and on and on. They are banned in many countries, but of course not here. So let's read the list really quick. Red, number 40, also can cause hyperactivity in children. It's a carcinogen that is linked to cancer in some studies, banned in some European countries. Blue, number 1, used in bakery products, candy, and soft drinks, can damage chromosomes and lead to cancer. Blue, number 2, used in candy and pet food beverages, can cause tumor. Red, number 1, sprayed on oranges to make them look ripe, can damage chromosomes and lead to cancer. Red, number 2, used to color oranges, can cause cancer if you eat the peel. Green, number 3, used in candy and beverages, may cause bladder tumors. Yellow, number 5, used in dessert, candy, and baked goods, thought to cause kidney tumors according to some studies. Yellow, number 6, a carcinogen used in sausage, beverages, and baked goods, thought to cause kidney tumors according to some studies. And quick reminder, carcinogen is literally the equivalent of cancer causing. Red, number 2, a food coloring that may cause both asthma and cancer. Red, number 3, a carcinogen that is added to cherry pie filling, ice cream, and baked goods, may cause nerve damage and thyroid cancer. So those are the hashtag numbers that you read on ingredients lists. So what about other food colorings that sound more natural? Let's say caramel coloring. It sounds pretty natural. It doesn't sound suspicious at all, right? It's found in soft drinks, sauces, pastries, breads, and other items. It can cause cancer in mice. Food companies not required to disclose if this ingredient is made with ammonia for whatever reason. One of the main ingredients in Diet Cokes and other diet sodas, right? But because it had so many side effects and was so bad for people's health, Coke actually had over time, over the years, had to reduce the amount of it, but it's still in there. Just saying. So you could tell me right now, I'm not a biologist, I don't know about any of this, this is too complicated, why are you making this so stressful? There's a very simple path you can take about it. There's so many additives you really shouldn't use or eat. But the simplest way of doing this is if you read an ingredients list and it has a hashtag on it or a number, just don't eat it. In my personal humble opinion, and again, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor, but in my personal humble opinion, it's almost the equivalent of poison. So if it has a number or a hashtag, just don't. And if it's allowed in the store, it doesn't mean you should eat it. Things like Skittles are banned in Europe, but here, totally fine. Let's give it to kids. Those colors, a lot of them also are really linked, not just to cancer and tumors, but also to developmental issues in children. If you care, should not consume it. Eat real products, not from a plastic bottle, from a plastic container, or from plastic bags. Real products, prepare them yourself, or know where you get them from, and avoid products that you can pronunciate. Avoid products and ingredients that have a hashtag or a number. If you don't know what it means, Ask Siri, ask Google, ask Alexa. They will tell you in 10 seconds if they have side effects. I know this sounds difficult, but I say it because I care about you. I say it because my mission is to make people healthier and give them a better quality of life. So please, I'm begging you, for you, read the ingredients list, work out every day, stay a little active, go for a walk, watch your mental diet. What do you consume through the screens of your phone, computer, and TV? And stay sore, stay healthy, because you have only one health. Take care of it and be the best, happiest, healthiest, most quality of you. See you in the next one. Hope this helps. Hope I wasn't too rough on you, but it's important. See you in the next one.